Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. My name is La Salad, and I will be your host for today's episode, and every episode here on the channel. I started to do that as my normal voice, but then I was like, well, it seems we're looking for a mysterious robot culprit here. So I was going to do my intro like a robot. I didn't do a good job of it, but that was the intention. On the last episode, a lot of crazy stuff happened. I'm not even going to recap it, because you guys probably know already what happened. But essentially, Hifumi and Taka are both dead, and we are looking for their bodies, because their bodies both disappeared. And a lot of other weird stuff happened. Unexplainable stuff. I'm looking forward to solving this mystery, because we certainly have our hands on something lengthy and thorough, for sure. We have to look for bodies here, because their bodies got moved somehow. I don't really know where to look. I'm just going to literally start from the closest rooms possible. So I guess the first room is this room over here, the art room. I honestly have no idea where these bodies could have been moved to, or how they were moved, because everybody was together. What's up, Hina?
Huh?
Where could two dead bodies have disappeared to? I don't know.
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that disappeared. What happens after that? I know, guys, but we actually have to find them first. Rattle. I don't remember that door being locked. Huh. Are we not going to pay attention? That door was not locked before. I went in there, remember it had all the hammers? Makoto, why are we not exploring this? Why are we not mentioning how weird this is? This door was not locked before. Okay. That's not suspicious whatsoever. Sure. I guess we'll continue down the hallway. Go into the rec room. What's going on with that? I guarantee you that door was not locked before. I know for a fact it wasn't. And no dead bodies in here. Thank goodness. That Justice Hammer's in here, though. Okay. Wait, no, this is the way we just came. Alright. Classroom, classroom. We've been to these classrooms on the 3rd floor, I think. Yeah. Getting tired of the stupid leg Monokuma, bro. No dead bodies in here either. Jesus. Oh my goodness. My heart can't take it. Jeez is right. My goodness. Thank goodness I didn't say anything else. Like the F word on instinct. Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. What is the repository? What even is that room? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository. Which is the repository?
Goodbye.
Goodbye? I've already told Hina and Sakura we're going ahead. Well, how can you fault me? I didn't know where the hell that they were, bro. Like, I'm just looking for them. What do you mean? What are you doing here? Like, I'm just looking for them. Bodies are in the repository? Is that the room on the 3rd floor that I was just in? The room with the art room? Are we serious? Because that door was locked a second ago. Is that what that is? Because I don't know what other room would be the repository on the 3rd floor, or at all, because I don't remember hearing about that room. Are the bodies here somewhere? Are they in here? Up ahead is this door was just locked. What are you talking about? How could you discover the bodies if the door was locked? That makes no sense. Doorknob turn. Guys, am I stupid, or was this just locked 2 seconds ago? I know I'm dumb, but I know I'm not that stupid, and I mentioned how incredibly sus it was. What the heck? How on earth could they have gotten in to see that there were bodies in there when I couldn't because the door was locked? I don't follow at all. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice to go inside. Are they here? I opened the door. And when I entered, I saw... Oh my god. Okay, there's just them. I knew they were dead already, so that's not as much of a surprise. But the Byakuya's part was funny that he was just standing. He was like... Hilarious, bro. I knew they were dead already, so that didn't catch me off guard at all, but there they are. But why? The question is why, right? Why were they moved here exactly? What was the point of that? What was the point of moving them here? It's not like they were really trying to hide them, or they wouldn't, they hid it in a pretty obvious place. I don't really understand the motive for that. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of the blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality, and Hina's just over there smiling like she doesn't even care. No, I know it's just her default pose, I get it. But I have to make the joke somehow. And then I heard an announcement for a second time. The body discovery announcement again. Makes sense because there's two of them. One for each person.
A body has been discovered!
More like two, am I right? Oh, the more the merrier.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Sounds fun. Sounds amazing. Sounds like a great time. I'll see you there, Monokuma. And here you are. And here we are! Why was I in sync with the game there? That was kind of crazy. I noticed Monokuma pop up because he was just on the announcement. Was like, and here you are. And then he was like, and here we are. We are here, aren't we?
It's the Monokuma file!
Let me give you all the next Monokuma file. Thank you. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies for the first time, but I thought something might happen. How did you know? You were correct. Something did indeed happen. They were moved. Both of them. Somehow. Without anybody seeing. I don't get how that's possible, but... Did Hiro do a magic trick with his little psychic abilities? Might have been it.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
I certainly hope not.
Now make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
See you later. Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left to do is uncover the culprit. You are correct, but that is always the hardest part, Byakuya. You make it sound so easy.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you just be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Unfortunately, you're right. That's kind of how dead bodies work, Hina. It's sad, but it is true. Awful. This is just too awful. Oh, she's crying, dude. I get it. This is a lot for everybody, man. I say this after every murder, but it is. It's a lot for everybody. And, two at one time is just unforgivable. I don't really know how you can process even one at one time, but two at one time is just kind of just overkill, in my opinion. I can't believe the game went there. Hina suddenly burst into tears. Good thing it wasn't characters that I absolutely adored, or I would be really heartbroken. I am still kind of heartbroken because Hifumi, you know, his voice was fun to do. And he was just such an annoying character, and in some ways it actually made him fun. Taka, I really did like Taka. He was growing on me until he became the weird Mondo, combination, and then that was kind of weird for me. I didn't really like him during that, but he was starting to grow on me before that happened, and obviously he didn't deserve this either. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body. Ooh.
Who would do this?
Hina, I don't really want to think you want to touch the dead body. You could get, disease or germs on you, especially, the head, which is the inflicted area. You might just want to stay clear of that. Well, wouldn't you know it, guys? Hifumi finally got touched by a girl that wasn't his mom. He finally did? Okay, was that a little too far? Maybe. You guys can come for me in the comments on that one. Sorry.
Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. Tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this was some sort of world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Unfortunately not. It's a video game! Animation? He awakens! He awakens! He's not dead! Why am I so relieved over this? I knew they wouldn't kill off my boy like that.
Now I get to keep doing the voice.
This wasn't... Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's like a sight for sore ears.
He's alive again?
Exactly, he is. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. I never thought I'd be this happy.
Where am I?
Oh, Sad music. I don't like sad music. There should be happy music. Why sad music?
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Yeah. Winter's coming, buddy. It's coming. You're right. He has a little bit of a concussion, guys. We might have to treat that. He's a little out of it. Winter's coming. It's okay, man. You're right. You're right there.
Hifumi, wake up!
Hina, he seems to be plenty awake. He just seems to be kind of a vegetable in the mind right now.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right, buddy. You're right. Uh-huh.
I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Yep, Hope's Peak. It exists. You're here. This is where you are. Hope's Peak. Good job.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
Hina, he's literally wide awake. What are you talking about? Maybe you're the one with the concussion.
I remember everything.
Okay. Words are helpful, so get as much out as you can. This is good.
Before I met you all,
Oh? Okay.
I met you all.
What? I can't tell if this is just nonsense he's spouting or if it's actually supposed to mean something, bro. Before I met you all, I'd met you all. His members are blended together. He has nothing useful to offer us. Byakuya, you better step away, dude. You're gonna get punched in the face, bro.
The light.
Yes, you see the light? It's there for you, man. It's there for you. Reach out and touch the light.
It's reaching out to me.
Then you can reach out to it. It can reach out to you and you can reach out to it.
Like the tail of a comet.
Not really sure that be the comparison I'd go with, but whatever works. Analogy, comparison. This man's clearly not in his right mind.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you?
Yes, this would be helpful information, would it? Please tell us.
Who tried to kill you?
Yes, please tell us.
Who killed me?
Well, technically you're not dead, but yeah, who attempted to kill you? That is the question. Please tell us.
That's right. I remember their name.
Okay, tell us before you end up dying again.
Yasu.
Yasuhiro? Is the rest of that? Is the rest of that word hero?
Hero.
Now, is he crazy? Or is he actually, or is there some truth to this? Well, we have a lead now, that's for sure. What happened? His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Wow, that's really cool, game. Give me false hope like that. Give me some relief. I already had accepted his death. And then you got to do that, really, and give me some hope, only to just rip my heart out again. Not that I'm ripping my heart out because of Hifumi, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. I did actually feel happy once it looked like he was somehow still alive and survived that. Messed up, dude. What was the point of that game? Just to be a jerk. That's what the point of that was. Because there's no way anything he was spouting meant anything. Unless it did. But I guess we'll have to figure that out. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed on his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some kind of stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality. They literally did for like 30 seconds, so I don't know what you're talking about. You might want to try that statement again.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, dude.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. No, you stop talking. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro. It's become boring because he revealed who the killer is. There we go. Byakuya, you were doing so well, dude, with the Toko jokes. That's now a whole -5 points down on the salad scale, favoritism scale. Great job, buddy. You were actually making progress and you just ruined it. Old habits die hard, I suppose.
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to. I don't know any more heroes here, so yes. Or any more Yasuhiros here. I suppose it's his full name.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
Well, who else could it have been? Everybody was together the entire time. There's no way anybody could have been moving the bodies except Hiro Kyoko. Which really scares me, because if Hiro's the obvious culprit, then it's probably not going to be him, and it's probably going to be Kyoko. Which would really destroy me. That would actually destroy me. If it's true I can't forgive him, no way can I ever forgive him. He killed 2 of our friends, who I never talked to, but it's okay. Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. I have a feeling that it won't be that straightforward. It wouldn't be a game if that was the case. It's going to begin again. Maybe the game part is going to be proving how Hiro actually pulled it off, because we need to figure that out. I really have no idea how the heck he could have pulled it off, so maybe the excitement this time will be figuring out how he did it, and we'll know it from the beginning. But if you know it's him from the beginning, then why do you even need to figure the rest out? But the game probably will want you to do it just to make sure, you know? I prefer the method where you don't know till the end, really, the killer, but I guess I can't blame them for trying something new if that is what the case is here. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Then let's do it. Let's investigate. First, I'll better check the Monokuma file. The music. The victims were Hifumi, Yamada, and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. Yes, I wonder what weapon that could have been. Yet again, the murder weapon for this case, just like the last one, seems fairly obvious to me. Yeah, that's all the information we get? Jeez, these are getting less and less helpful.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange we got way less information this time than before. That is no problem after all the events of the case unfolded before our very eyes. True. We should know more about what happened in the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Kyoko.
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. What if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? Hi, Monokuma. An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trials.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Right, so the accomplice doesn't gain
So you
anything.
ask, and so I shall answer.
So there would be no reason for an accomplice to exist.
Murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
The killing?
So, in other words, 2 people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Kyoko, I miss you. Please come back. And please don't be the murderer. Please.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Don't show that to Taka. Oh, wait. They're actually together again now.
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
so
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, you can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys.
Why are we talking about accomplices again if there is no accomplice, though? Why would we just make that point? Why would we do the whole big flashback? I get what they're trying to say. They're trying to say there wouldn't be. But just the fact that they're even talking about it in the first place is raising my suspicion. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, though. I just want to make sure you don't forget.
I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder,
here,
only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing. Okay, well, yet again, I fail to see a reason why an accomplice would even exist then. But I just don't understand why they're talking about it. It's extremely weird to me.
So, in other words...
And we only need to figure out the one blackened that is the... Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well?
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is...
Scream!
The one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. So is he saying there were multiple people? I'm so confused. What is he talking about? This is making me even more crazy in the head right now. The true blackened, so just one person? Ripple, why would he say that? Why would he say that?
Well now.
That's enough for explanifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. Yes, goodbye. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice would not benefit. I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. True. Hopefully, maybe. I hope so. I desperately hope so. That would make me really happy. But it would have to be Hiro. There's no other person it could be, right? That's what's throwing me off. It's never the obvious answer, dude. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you? Kyoko, where are you? Kyoko, Koko, where are you? Kyoko, where are you?
However,
as long as she's not connected to this case, it doesn't matter. It kind of does matter, because it's kind of weird to just disappear for the entire sequence of events. I do need to know where she is. It is suspicious, no matter what.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. I mean, it certainly seems that way, Celeste. But we are going to need evidence. For the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
Don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? Talk about the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. Oh, jeez. I guess she woke up. When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. I think he finally thought he got away from her.
you SOB!
Anywhere, you there, milk sack swimmer girl. Jeez, Genocide, chill. Are we really doing this? Again with Hina? Whenever I try to explain how the game's actually working on her character, then they go back to this stuff.
Huh?
Milk sack!
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. True that.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. When the body disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Let's talk his body aside. I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi. How the heck did anybody move Hifumi's body? Not just her. How on earth did anyone do that?
Yep.
Besides, I calculated every move I make. I'm not gonna kill somebody without everyone knowing. Wait, what? I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. I see. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies again like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Wow, we went from Mondo to Hina. That's quite the downgrade in terms of bodyguards, but I suppose it will do just fine for now. I'm totally useless on the investigation anyways. Of course you will, because the game can't fully commit to developing your character.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. No, neither do I. Or else you wouldn't exist, Makoto. This game wouldn't exist. So, yeah, it's never going to be as straightforward as it seems. Well, we do have the Monokuma File 3 as our first truth bullet of the case. So I'm happy for that. All right, let's start talking to people. Hina, what's up?
So,
Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? Yes. I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
but...
Came right to the repository to, look around. When we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. Right! It was locked! Thank you. I knew I wasn't going crazy. It was locked? We can't came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. That's extremely suspicious, bro. So if that's true, then who locked it, and why is it unlocked now? So there was clearly somebody in here, but we were all together in the other room, bro. So who the heck? It had to be Hero. It had to be Hero. It's the only explanation, but where the frick did he go? I wonder the same thing. It was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open? There might be some secret lurking in there. You think? You think that has something to do with something, Makoto? Really? You think that that's not a coincidence whatsoever? Jeez. I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. He's so stupid, dude. He's so stupid. He really is. You think that the locked door that happened to appear right when we needed to get in but couldn't isn't something that's important? Wow. Wow. Alright, here we go. Hammers of all different sizes. Some are more like mallets. Mallets? The Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model. Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. Are covered in debris and chalky stone powder. The chalky stone powder, that's what I was talking about, dude. From my art class. The distinct smell, it was always that chalky stone powder. I'm glad they referenced it. Wait. For some reason, this hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Nasty. Did somebody wash it recently? I don't know. Spotless hammer has been out of the truth bullet section of your handbook. Right, then. Well, we know there are 4 missing, which we discovered in the last episode, so there's that. All right, we'll talk to the body, not talk to the bodies, but you know, look over the bodies in a second. There are many aspects to the incidents this time, too many to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then,
would you like my help? I don't know if I need a recap of everything right now, if that's what they're about to do. My memory does suck, but I feel like it will get revealed enough during the trial. I don't necessarily know if I need a recap. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but yeah, I feel like I have a good idea of the events that transpired, even though my memory does suck, but I kind of remember all the running back and forth and all that stuff. Now, putting it into what it actually means is going to be something else, but I don't necessarily feel like a recap is going to help me in any way that I don't already know. You know what I'm saying? Alright, Hifumi. Anything else to look over? We got this blue thing here. Matches my Kirby shirt. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. Kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? I don't know. I was not paying attention to a damn dolly of all things. Why were you? That's really a detail you noticed when there was a dead body in the room? Why? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. Oh, well that's not incredibly suspicious at all, so that's surely involved in this somehow. There's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? It seems that somebody wheeled it from the equipment room into here for some reason, and it got blood on the tire. That's the only explanation, but why exactly did somebody feel the need to do that? I don't know. Regardless, it's a truth bullet, so it's ours now. Alright, let's talk to... Well, not talk to, but let's investigate. Oh, we didn't talk to Byakuya. It's fine. We'll talk to him later. Hifumi, what's up, man? Or, what is up, I suppose? Well, you, because you're in heaven now. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. We had to make an extra point of that, did we, Makoto? Yes, we did. We absolutely did. I mean, how on earth was a killer able to move someone so big? The nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. Ugh! I did not want a close-up of Hifumi's dead face. Please, never get this on my screen again, if I get it off my screen. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which is laying on the ground in the nurse's office. Dude, I do not want to look at his stupid head, bro. I feel feel bad for him, but, like, I have my limits. Wait, something's off about his body. What do you mean? What do you mean what's off about his body? How am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Makoto, there's a lot of things that are different about his body. For one, it's not even holding an alive being anymore. It's now a dead body, okay? Besides that, there's a number of things that could possibly be different. You know, I don't know. He's gone through a lot today. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. How do you pick up on this? What are you talking about, his glasses? When his body's in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. Oh, and now they're not. Bro, I'm sorry, I would not remember that. There's no way. There's no shot Makoto just happened to remember that small detail. I guess that means something, but why? They're completely clean. Why did someone wipe his glasses off? That's a good question. Who would do that and why? What is the point? Yeah, what is... I don't get it. Hifumi's glasses have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Why, though? Like, what is the point of doing that exactly? Somebody just trying to clean him up for a little bit? Like, make him look more pleasant to look at? Could it be something as stupid as that? Alright, Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head, just like Hifumi. Found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? Then there's a tarp laid out under his body. Feel bad for him, man. He was so full of life all the time, you know? Mondo broke him, clearly, but he was so full of life, so full of energy, it sucks to see. It sucks to see. And I don't like him all that much at first, but like I said, he did start to grow on me a bit. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? But, okay. Maybe. That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the... Okay, I see. That makes sense. Blue tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Right. Byakuya. Byakuya, do you really think Hiro did it? I don't see how anyone else could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. He's right, we did, which is what's throwing me off too. The last thing Hifumi said when he died, he said Hiro's name. Pretty clear cut.
So in other words...
There's no room to suspect anybody else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. That low-key does feel like a mistake he would make, wouldn't it? He's like, oh, as long as I got this mask on, nobody's gonna know it's me and can't use process of elimination. I could actually see that being a thing, like, completely. I mean, he is kind of dumb. I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking it. But do you really think it's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. Of course there's a clue hiding in there somewhere, because it's not going to be super obvious, dude.
What?
And is that it? Is that all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? He probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Yeah, that was my theory earlier. It was like, unless they don't want us to find the bodies, but like... There's only so many places you can hide the bodies, so that wouldn't make sense. Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. He may be a moron, but if Hiro did do this, he pulled off a pretty elaborate plot. I'll tell you that, because this was pretty hard to orchestrate without anybody really seeing you that much. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Why is that the question that threw you off? Because all the rules says you can kill somebody and get away with it. You graduate, right? True. Why did you? If you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. This is true. And I guess I hadn't discussed this, but yeah, they took a gamble with whatever method they were doing with 2 people, because they were clearly trying to assert their dominance, but it was a lot more risky, and it seemed to have paid off for them at the moment, but it surely wasn't guaranteed, man. They took a big risk with this.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay? What did you figure out?
that's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Buddy, shut up. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Oh, and why is that?
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. Oh. He clearly figured something out based off what we said, but what? Why was there 2 people? We said that and it made him figure something out. I don't know. I don't know what any of that means, but clearly he thought of something. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as... Yeah, he did. He talked as if he figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed... Yes, it would have killed him. His honor would have been absolutely shat on if he actually talked about whatever he found, dude. Alright. With that, is there anything more in here? I don't believe so. So, there's only one way in and out of this room through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. So there's somebody in here that was alive. Somebody in here who is alive. That's the key point when we were trying to get in earlier. Where the hell did that alive person end up? That is a big point of emphasis and something that is definitely going to be important when it comes to trial time. Let's see any way to lock it from the art room. The door can only be locked from the inside of the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies, and the door was sensed and only can be locked from the inside. In other words, when Hina checked, somebody had already gone into a repository and locked the door. Right, somebody who was alive. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no way somebody could have beaten them to the repository. Right, so it had to be the culprit. It had to be Hiro or Kyoko. So that's certain someone. Who could it have been? This is really throwing me out. This is a complicated frickin' trial, dude. I am all tied up in knots trying to piece this together. This is... If this is this complicated, I can only imagine what the trials after this are going to be like. There's got to be a clue around here somewhere. They really made a big jump from 2 to 3. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found, and the equipment room where Taka was found. Alright. Well, considering the equipment room is on this floor, we'll start with that. This is crazy, man. This is a lot of stuff going on. Let's run through the halls now that the hall monitor's dead, since he can't stop us. Yay! Equipment room time. Anybody in here? Anybody in here lurking? Okay, no. Thank goodness. Anybody in here lurking? Not you! I don't want to be one-on-one with Genocide Jill, please. I don't want to be one-on-one with Genocide Jill, please. All the way tucked in the furthest corner of the school where nobody can hear me scream. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Okay, that's all you have to say then, good. What do we have to look at in here? We got the blue mat. This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently, too. Was it the thing under Taka? That would confirm that they used the tarp to move his body. We already looked at the Justice Hammer. Do we have to do it again? Weapon used to kill Taka. The body was moved. The murder weapon was just left here. Okay. And this looks like exactly in the shape of that dolly that we saw. Some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood. Okay, right. That reminds me of the dolly. Right. Blood on the tire. Yep. Blood have come from... It definitely came from right here, considering there's literal tire tracks in the dang floor, dude. Come on. Which means that Taka's body moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Oh, so yeah, I didn't even think about them putting the body on the dolly, and yeah, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? And they used a tarp to cover it? Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Still kind of a long run there, man. These rooms are kind of far apart, but I suppose it's definitely more possible than going to different floors. But even if dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in a nurse's office on that 1st floor. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really going to look forward to seeing how they explain how somebody managed to carry Hifumi's body up from the 1st floor to the 3rd floor. I am extremely excited to find out how that is possible, because I don't think I'm ever going to be able to come up with a theory about how that's possible. So they are really going to surprise me with that one. I can't wait to find out how. Even with $1, there's no way to get up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. You're not wrong. Is there anything else in here? I don't believe so. So we shall leave. And leave again. Alright. With that said, let's go down to the 1st floor. I don't want to have to go there by foot. Let's warp. Yeah, the Gaim will work. I'll just warp to the Gaim and then work our way backwards. Yes, I do want to leave the area. Thank you. Okay, cool. Nobody's lurking, right? Okay, cool. I always get scared of the people lurking, bro. It jump scare me. We have not even gotten really to explore... Hi, Celeste. We have not really gotten to explore this room at all whatsoever in general, so this would be good to do. Alright, we'll get Celeste out of the way. What's up? What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. You are really dead set on this Hero being the victim, or being the culprit, aren't you? It might be helpful for you to try to investigate just in case that he's somehow is innocent and somebody else is pulling the strings. I'm just saying, it doesn't hurt. You know, your life's on the line here too. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. Oh, Makoto, so modest. The main thing in my mind is how somebody could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Yes, indeed. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. When you got back, the body was gone. It could not have been gone for more than a minute or two. It doesn't make sense, dude. How this robot guy was just able to do all of this stuff in such a short period of time without nobody seeing them. Especially moving Hifumi's body to the 3rd floor from the 1st. Are you kidding me? I just don't buy it. Like, there's gotta be some weird magic voodoo going on. This is insane. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. And the killer was able to get in and out and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. I just don't get it.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off somebody as big as Hifumi in only a couple minutes is... Can't think of anything less than impossible. You took the words right out of my mouth, dude. Thank you for finally saying something smart this episode. Celeste's account has been added to the Truthful section of your handbook. Alright, anything else? We got a trash can. Just a normal trash can. You looked inside the trash can, you're gross, Makoto. Oh, a glasses cleaning cloth that looks exactly like Hifumi's little camera. Well, we know Hifumi wasn't dead because he literally was still awake. Or he literally woke up for a second when Hina was crying on him. So, this would explain potentially his glasses. Maybe he wiped off his glasses and then the killer... Like, maybe he wiped off his glasses to kind of see what he was doing, and then the killer came in the room, saw what he was doing, threw the handkerchief, or threw the cleaning cloth into the trash can, and then moved him? Maybe? That's the only thing I could possibly think of in that situation. I don't know, that still doesn't make much sense, but I'm trying to grasp at straws here, trying to figure stuff out one way or another. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. That looks exactly like Hifumi's type of thing, bro, and it makes sense that that's a glasses cleaning cloth. I know what those look like, because my grandma used to have one of those, so...
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? It's all bloody. Whoever this must belong to must have used to wipe up some blood. Don't we need to do something like that? Well, it explains the Hifumi's glasses thing, but it doesn't explain how the stupid body was moved itself. I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me neither, but I think it might be important. So it is, because it has become a truth bullet, which means it is important. Alright, what else? The Justice Hammer, do we need that? Probably not. What do we have here? A refrigerator, I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. You can just go to the dining hall, dude. You don't need to go in there, but... For everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. bunch of blood blood. Ew! Blood transfusion. Gross. Get out of there, dude. I don't want to look at a bunch of blood. That's nasty. Doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. Are you sure about that? Oh, we got a coin in an investigation? I don't think we've ever gotten a coin in an investigation. Alright. Is that everything? Now what? I hate when they show up and just completely jump scare me. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. Have you? That's a surprise. I never thought you'd ever look for me. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. Well, I'm glad I could help, Byakuya. You're welcome. It wasn't my intention, though, obviously. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. The note here wrote to get us all to meet up, right? Yeah, for Alter Ego that one time, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. Oh! To just come out and say that it's a trap is... I mean, he's pretty blunt about things normally. Although, no, not really. He's either very blunt or very mysterious. He's never in between. If he's going to tell me information, it's always really blunt. And he's really blunt here. Well, can you elaborate on what said trap is? What is? Things grow ever more exciting. I'm sure they do for you. If there's a trap here, you're definitely loving it. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Okay, it's not about owing me. Just be a stand-up guy and tell me what you know. Like, these students are so stupid. Him and Kyoko do the same thing, dude. Like, our lives are on the line here. Stop being selfish. Stop being mysterious. Just tell us what you know. Any high schooler in real life would tell us exactly what they knew. Like, I'm telling you. Like, this is not realistic, the fact that they keep secrets like this. It's just not.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Get out of here, asshole. Yasuhiro's message has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, so we have a note now, and we gotta go to Hiro's room for some reason. Fine. What is waiting for me there? Good thing we're already on the first floor, so we can just jog on over there. Get some exercise in and impress Hina with our stamina, am I right? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Alright, running in the halls. No talk is alive. Talk is not alive, so you can't stop me. Where is Hiro's room? Chihiro, that is the wrong hero. Celeste, Aoi, Asahina, Sakura. We will get there at some point. Leon, oh, Leon's not been around for quite a while. Yasuhiro, there he is. The door's unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Is it not normally unlocked? Like, if nobody's in there? Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be the greatest idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Might as well, dude. Who the heck cares? It's an investigation. Oh, look at his room. It's all, like, ritual stuff, bro. Weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? Good question. More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get permission to search his room, right? I don't know if it necessarily works like that, but we'll go with it for now. All rules are out the window here. What are we looking at? Alright, we got a bathroom. Soundlessly check the bathroom. Nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? Well, have you been cleaning your bathroom? Because that's news to me. You've never told me you've cleaned your bathroom, Makoto. The bed. It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. Alright. Windows, monitor, something over here. What did I just... Oh. No, it wasn't. Oh, the door, okay. And then we got these boxes. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something. I wonder what that is. I wonder what that is, Makoto. I wonder what that is. It's surely not a robot thing that we've been trying to track down. No, it could never be that. Something's made out of... Looks like cardboard, plastic, and... plaster? Is this Robo Justice? It seems the light bulb is on in his head. It still took him way longer than it should have. I wonder if he's right or not. Is it Robo Justice? I don't know, man. Use your brain for half a second. And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints, you piecing it together? Something about them bothers me. The drawing is kind of crappy. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe I'm the stupid one. Maybe I'm the stupid one. Alright, RoboJustice blueprints have been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Is there anything else to look at? Does not seem like it, so get me the hell out of here, please. Thank you. Mr. Hero, can you guys stop popping up out of nowhere? Stop. Now I'm just going to expect it every time I leave a room. Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! Oh, thank goodness. Not that I was worried she was going to be dead, but I just was wondering where the hell she was. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news. Why you look so mad? Just calm down. It's okay. You and me, we're fake boyfriend girlfriend. Remember? It's okay.
Just a second.
RoboJustice showed up too. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that is big news, isn't it? We finally found him. RoboJustice? It's Hero wearing the costume. Well, would you look at that? Guilty as charged. Mr. Hero is RoboJustice. I'm kind of surprised. I really thought that they were going to throw us for a loop on that one, but no.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. What are they at the pool? Alright, we're going there. Still don't know why the pool's not on the first floor. The building layout does not make sense. I don't know how they got approval from the building inspector, but whatever. Look at them all over here. It's hilarious. Hi, Kyoko. I missed you. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Jeez. He's really in this. You better hope that he doesn't fall into the pool. Because if he falls into the pool, I don't think he can swim in that thing, bro. Man, I just had the worst day. Because literally, like, a thing that clunky, you slip on like some water, bro, you'll fall face first into the pool. You'll sink to the dang bottom. Hero? You got some explanation to do, buddy. A lot of explanation to do. So start talking, Hero.
Huh? Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Makoto.
Who else would I be? That's a new voice on. Oh, hey, Makoto. That's a good question. Huh? Why do I look like this? Did somebody come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? I think you don't have anything to worry about on that note. Keep talking to him. Huh? Okay, I guess somebody else. Kyoko. That is not Kyoko. Apparently that ridiculous object is Hero. I was going to ask, but then you stood in my way and took up the attention. Because you're such an attention whore. Ridiculous.
Right.
I found Hero. So you did, my lady. He was just jammed into the pool room locker. Okay, first of all, why was he jammed into the pool room locker? Second of all, why did you look in the pool room locker? That's a pretty obscure place to check, considering it's out of the way as heck. He looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up. W, Kyoko, that's hilarious. I want to be kicked by Kyoko. I mean, what?
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. Hero, that's a blessing, buddy. Shut up. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something. Then again, that also sounds better. So, maybe I am complaining about his complaining too much.
What?
That's creepy. Oh, is it now? Woohoo! I guess that's creepy. To her. To him. To both of them. To her doing it to him. But maybe not to her doing it to the right person. I don't know. We don't know enough about Kyoko on that level yet. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been this time? All this time. You just disappeared out of the sun without a trace out. You also have some explaining to do. It ain't just him. It's also you. You guys both have explaining to do.
Wow.
There was something I had to check up on. Stop. The vagueness is not going to help you in this situation. We need to be honest. What do you mean? Never mind. Kyoko, I'm trying my very best to defend you. I would defend you with all my heart, but you gotta give me something. You gotta give me something. You can't never mind me, bro. You just can't. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
You're starting to piss me off, young lady. I'm not gonna lie. That was a harsh tone. It clearly matters because you're so defensive about it. Maybe you don't want to talk about it in front of everybody else. But you better tell me at some point because we're supposed to be tighter than this, man. Come on. Stop with that behavior.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? Right, there's that too. If you don't start talking, you're gonna be in big trouble. Not just for me, but everybody else.
and?
And exactly what I just said. First of all, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that, and you need to explain to us where the hell you've been. It's not just his job, your job exists too, okay? Because you're just as responsible for disappearing all this time.
I mean,
I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, and I don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here. That's not abnormal whatsoever. I don't care. Do something with that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well,
let me out of here!
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? That seems a little stupid. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? That's a good idea, bro. You knew if he fell in that pool, he would absolutely be cooked. You can't even take the suit off? Oh my goodness. You guys better get him away from that pool.
Got it all wrong!
I didn't make the stupid frickin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the bag that's keeping you from getting it off. It's pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. Not just that, how do you even get it on your own? How do you clasp that if you can't even, well, maybe you can, like, if you're, I don't know, but if you can't get it off, how could you get it on, you know? This also needs more, more of an explanation. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everybody's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. Yeah, this definitely needs more background, bro, because I feel like you wouldn't also be able to get it on if you can't get it off, you know? If you can't clip it in yourself, you can't clip it off yourself. Or the other way around, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Woo! Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. So she says, wait, hold on a second.
Honestly...
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. How do you know that? Did Byakuya tell you that? When did you go see them?
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. You know, Celeste, you have been very, very accusant. I don't even know if that's a word. Accusant of Hiro. I'd like to know why. We've all been kind of saying it's Hiro, but like you seem dead set on the idea that it is Hiro. Now, I don't have any evidence for nothing. I don't even have a basis for you potentially pulling things off. But why are you being so persistent on it? And also, how did you know that the blueprints were in Hiro's room? I don't believe any of us told you that, unless I'm wrong. So maybe you... Because I remember I asked her in the nurse's room, I was like, what are you investigating? Oh, but she did say she was trying to look for evidence that Hiro was the culprit. So maybe she had gone into his room at that point. I don't know, but like, she's just grilling him extremely hard, dude. Pause on that statement, but like, it just seems a little abnormal to me in some way. But yet again, Celeste was with us during the entirety of the events that were unfolding. So there isn't really any explanation for how she could have been the person behind this. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
And it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everybody.
That's terrible!
It was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him? See, she's like absolutely digging into him, dude.
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anybody else. Okay, now Hina's jumping on that bandwagon.
What?
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far. You don't say.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. At least Kyoko can be reasonable about it. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. Okay, nothing's been decided yet, Aoi. Okay, nothing's been decided. We've done this before. Okay, we've had suspects in mind, and it wasn't them. So let's Let's calm down.
Please.
We need to keep a level head about this. Killed? Who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around. Okay, yeah, see, I don't think that's the explanation.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm not the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're going to be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
See, look. See how loose it is?
Look at Celeste, she's like... And he was like, I'm a little stressed out. And Hina's like struggling over there. Push Celeste into the pool. She's really close to the pool. I bet she'd freak out because all her makeup would get ruined. Just push it. Give her a little push. You're like, I am going to kill you. Or something like that.
I mean,
that's what
come
she'd
on.
say. Yes.
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
Hina, you don't have the mask on. How are you blind as a bat?
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
I'm sure that won't have anything to do with something important.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
It wasn't in yellow text, so maybe it won't, but I don't know. That feels like a weird thing for them to mention. I'm always trying to think and get a grasp on what might be going on. I look for all the clues any way I can.
I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
You sound incredibly suspicious, Hero. I'm just saying. You know, I don't think it's you because it's too obvious, but, like, you're not helping your case, dude.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then I'm not really sure that matters. Makoto, go ahead. I'm like 5'3", bro. It's not going to make any difference. It's definitely not going to fit me. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you. It was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume is made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. There must have been one that looks exactly the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must be able to find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway. Yeah, but like, it's too simple. Normally I'd agree with you, but it's just too simple. The game isn't gonna let it be this simple.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could somebody, like, tell me? Robo Justice costume out of the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, Kyoko? She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk about it. Leave her alone. How about I don't leave her alone, bro? Because she's been doing whatever the hell she wants this entire investigation, so she has a lot to answer for. Missy. Alright, what's up, Hero?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out somebody's been killed, right? Not just one person, not just somebody. Somebodies. Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi.
What?
2 people?! That's my reaction, too.
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please!
I did not do it.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right? So you can say alter ego killed them.
I'm at least 30% right.
Which means alter ego and / or Chihiro must have done it. I mean, technically, alter ego didn't have an alibi. Who the hell knows at this point? We got a giant robotic talking bear as the freaking overseer of this game. I wouldn't be surprised if some crazy stuff like that actually can happen.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please!
It's not a far-fetched theory, to be honest. It's really not. Believe it or not.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? He's not gonna admit anything, Hina. Even if he did do it, he would never admit it. I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
Ah, I know that note. Last night somebody slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Okay. Monokuma can't find this, so don't tell anyone else about it for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Who the heck is wandering the halls at 1 a.m., bro? You guys don't learn anything. My goodness, it's so stupid. All these murders and all these things always happen in nighttime, bro. I guess these murders didn't happen at nighttime, but whatever this is happened at 1 a.m. He should not have been walking the halls, dude. Last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and then for some reason I fell asleep. That's not normal. Did somebody knock you out? Come up behind you and knock you out? Did somebody drug you? Did somebody do something that made you unconscious in some way? All I know is you are to blame if you're walking the halls at 1 a.m. because you clearly learned nothing.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something. Okay, that was my second option.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on. He could be on something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Who knows how to use those, though, for that? Who's a professional with that? That's crazy. I wouldn't know the first thing about that, even if I had the chemicals.
Huh?
What? Huh? What, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Somebody wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, it must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, we know he is a pretty dumb fish, you know. This doesn't surprise us. After being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Maybe not at 1 a.m., but yes. Maybe find it. I know the note was probably anonymous, but like, you can't take that risk at 1 a.m., dude. There's always tomorrow. They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. Still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then, show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my own pocket.
No way.
Oh, looks like I lost it. Oh, how convenient. That's not ideal. For his sake, anyway. Yeah, sure. You gotta believe me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. I low-key feel like he wouldn't, and that's also why it's throwing me off, because he seems like the type who's like, I am one with nature. I am one with the world. I am Zen. You know, like, he would never even kill a bug, like he said. I sort of feel like that's his character. So it is kind of weird that, like, he would murder two people, you know? As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. I mean, we do need evidence to believe you, yes. You know, before we go to the trial, I mean, if evidence is revealed there, then fine. But, like, right now, if you want us to believe you, we do need evidence, because you are still the likely culprit. What the heck? For serious? Hero's account has been added to the Truthful section of your handbook. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. He must be totally broken, that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Somebody help me. He's getting grilled hard now by Hina. He's getting grilled hard by all the ladies, man. It's crazy. There's some scary chicks here.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we've been bound and gagged you. Look what I was saying, bro. Hina's a woman possessed right now. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Well, Hina doesn't really do that, but it's okay. What? Also, wasn't Hina supposed to be on guard duty? What the heck is she doing here? You're right, I need to look for that second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. Guess I better get back to guard duty. Right, she was on guard duty, exactly. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me, but if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Oh, bye. So you just decided to abandon guard duty for this. Whatever, I suppose it was important. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Makoto, do you have a second? Huh. I want you to help me with the investigation. Nope. I'm done with this little I'm gonna ask and not give thing you do, Kyoko. Okay? I need some information of my own, okay? If I'm gonna provide you with some information, I need information from you, okay? Makoto, you gotta actually grow some balls here and actually, like, you don't gotta do it in a way that's gonna piss her off, but you need to be like, hey, Kyoko, you know, I've helped you out a bunch of times, okay, and you don't do crap for me. I'm sorry. You don't do crap for me. This needs to be more of an equal relationship if this is going to keep happening, because I'm not going to let people just walk all over me and use me for information and not have that same respect back, you know? So, I don't know. He's probably too much of a wuss to do it, but that's what you should do in this situation. As pretty as the ladies are, you can't let the ladies walk all over you in life, guys. You just can't. You know, you have to grow a little bit of a backbone.
It would seem...
As I have learned in my life as well. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared? Good for him. Good for him. You know what? This actually is really impressive for him. Really impressive for him. I am extremely, extremely proud of him for saying that.
Why is that?
She just said no. Kyoko, you're done, bro. Like, honestly, like, I'm this close to being done with you. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of unacceptable. You don't just get to use me for your purposes and then not have that same respect back, like I'm an object or something. That's not cool. You may be absolutely gorgeous, and you might have, like, an awesome personality most of the time, but, like, this ain't cool. You better make up for this at some point, because I'm not going to forget this. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? I do mind. I actually do, but whatever. We'll go with it for now. But, like I said, I don't know how much longer Makoto and I are both going to put up with this, so... Not much longer, that's for sure. Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we? You're so pretty, man. That's why it's hard. But like, I hope one day her heart softens a little bit. That's all. I really hope it happens, because Makoto and I both deserve that respect. If we're gonna provide her with information, she needs to provide us with what she knows as well, and where she's been and all this stuff. So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Well, my friends, we will examine those said corpses in the next episode with Kyoko. So next time, look forward to us touching dead bodies with Kyoko. That's always a fun thing to do, and a fun way to start the episode. This is a long investigation, but we'll probably start the trial next time if I had to guess, and finish the rest of the investigation first. So thank you so much for watching, my friends. I'll see you for the next episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Things are getting even more heavy. We're finding out information. None of it really makes sense to me until I put it all together in the trial. I don't really have a confirmed suspect right now. Obviously, Hiro is the most obvious one. Besides Hiro, obviously Kyoko is incredibly suspicious. I don't want to suspect her. Celeste has also been on my mind for a little bit. Like I said, she's been acting... I sort of mentioned it earlier. It wasn't even when I was accusing her, but she's been acting quite out of character this trial, or this investigation. And also the fact that she's really grilling Hiro. But Hina's also been really grilling Hiro, so to be fair, I can't necessarily put that all on Celeste. But I don't know. I don't know how Celeste could have pulled something like this off, but there's just some weird vibe about her that is drawing me to this. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm arriving at the correct conclusion. I can be completely off, but yeah, those are my suspects right now. Obviously, Hiro, Kyoko, and Celeste. I don't know if anything new will reveal itself, but that's what I'm thinking for now. Byakuya seems like he was too far in the dark to sort of, at one point, to be responsible for this. And I can't imagine Hina killing anybody, but maybe that's my bias with Hina. Sakura, I don't think so, man. I don't really get it. I'm still very much in the dark. That's kind of the issue. But I'll see you in the next episode. Maybe more stuff will be revealed. I'm looking forward to finding out what the heck is going on. This is LaSalle signing out. I hope you have a good rest of your day and your night. I will see you back here very soon. Peace out, my friends, and bye.